So hi guys, out with RB and out on my favourite electric today. This is the Lexmoto Cypher. I absolutely love this bike. So we're just going to do a quick walk round on the bike. Just check out, you've got the disc, the front and the rear on this one. So disc brakes all round. The electric motor situated just in the back, in front of the back wheel. Nice set of pegs for the rider and for the pillion on this. And just check out those LEDs. We're going to get up close and personal with this one shortly and just show you some of the functions on it. But a lot of people have been asking for me to do a second run on the Lexmoto Cypher. So belt drive on this one. And we're just going to switch up to the second camera and we're going to get up close and personal for you. So here we go, getting up close and personal. So just checking this out. Obviously I have left the plastic on the grips on this. I don't want to get the grips dirty. You've got the LED indicators to the front on this one, on both sides. A nice bulbed H4 bulb to the front of this. I do like bulbed headlights. I'm not a lover of LEDs. And just check out those brake fluid reservoirs in the bright blue on this one. Now down the side of the bike, right hand side, you'll find the charge socket on this one. It's on a standard what they call IEC or kettle plug socket. Very easy, just plug your charger in there and go. Or you can go for the option of obviously taking that panel off and popping the battery out. It's a lot easier just to sit the bike and plug it into the charger if you happen to be at home, but you have the option of obviously popping the battery out on this one. Just getting in close on that electric motor, and that is situated just in front of the back wheel, and then you've got that nice gold shock to the rear of the bike. Good set of rubber on this as well, nice high tail tidy. And then what we've got up here, you've got your dash with all your functions, and you've also got reverse on this. Now what you can do, obviously there is no petrol tank, but that holds all your charger and all your other bits and pieces. So obviously for the purposes of ride testing, we've not put the mirrors on this one, but we're going to get out and we're going to switch up to the second camera and we're going to do a speed run on this. Now there is a way to de-restrict these Cyphers, and you can also do it on the Impulse. What you need to do, ignition off, twist the throttle, hold the front brake, and with your other hand turn that power on. Hold it for 5 seconds. What you'll get just at the bottom of the display here is that little red bike pops up, and that will tell you that the bike is unrestricted. And it's very easy just to put it back into restricted mode. All you got to do, same thing again, twist the throttle, hold the front brake, turn the ignition on, hold it for 5 seconds. And a lot of the Cypher owners have figured this out now. It's a well-known fact. So we're going to go out, we're going to switch up to the other camera, and we're going to have a speed run. Jumping on the bike, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. And obviously everybody knocks electric bikes. I absolutely love them. I wouldn't change up from my petrol though. So what you do, side stand up, hold your park button, comes up with the ready display, tells you that the bike is ready to roll. And obviously being electric, very low speed handling on this one. So I'm sitting about 5 miles an hour, one hand off the handlebars, and the low speed handling of this bike is very good. Obviously no noise being an electric, but as with all electrics, as soon as you back off the throttle, you're still maintaining your speed. But very easy just to accelerate with just one hand off the handlebar and getting that power on. Now obviously we are in eco mode, so instantly up to 30 miles an hour. Now I am in unrestricted mode, so we're going to do it 2 runs just to see what we do in eco and just what we do in full power. Now currently running 80% battery. So from the off, eco unrestricted, and around about 10 seconds as always to get you up to 30 miles an hour. Is it going to go any more than 30? So 31, 32, 33, 34. Now that is in eco mode, so 35, so about 35 miles an hour, and I am full throttle, or should I say full twist of the wrist, and that's sitting about 35 miles an hour, 36. Now obviously normally it would sit around about 30, so there's an improvement about 5 or 6 miles an hour in the eco mode. So if you happen to have old Bobby Bill behind you and and you're 16 and you're on a Cypher and he's thinking, oh, how fast is that going? You're sitting about 30 to 35, which equivalates to about 30 mile an hour on your GPS. Speedos are always about 10% over. But from the off, and just pushing it into the roundabout like I normally do on these tyres. I love this roundabout for getting my knee down. You can just see how far I am pushing that bike over. Now I'm sat bolt upright, but I'm pushing the bike over, so does the job. Tyres are very, very good. Now obviously when the mirrors are on these, the mirrors are actually good on this. You're getting about, I'd say about 2/3 of a shoulder in the mirrors. Now obviously for the sake of moving these around in our showroom, we take the mirrors off. Nothing worse than trying to move a bike, smash a mirror, have to get a replacement. So what I'm going to do now, I've just flicked it up into power mode, and let's just see what we can get out of this. So speed run, and I'm going to do another one down the dual carriageway in town, so I'm 44 mile an hour. How am I going to get any more? So it's sitting around about 44, and that is in the unrestricted power mode. And a lot of the Cypher owners have said around about 44, 45, but it does start depleting the battery really quick. So obviously we came out, we're on 80%, I'm now down to 76, but I am in full power mode now, 75, so it does eat the battery, but obviously you can back off now, and I'm just rolling in on that momentum that I have on the bike. But obviously pushing it and getting the power on, it does shift around a lot quicker. This behaves like the Riot 125 now. It flicks around, but obviously without the noise of the Riot. And I do like to throw a bike around a little bit, but it is keeping up with the flow of that traffic. In fact, I'm catching them up now. And there's nothing worse than summer days when you're getting bugs flying in your mask. So visor down for the moment. So we're going to put another run in down the dual carriageway on this one, just to see if we can beat that 44. So for all those that ask what is the top speed on the Cypher Unrestricted, so around about 44, 45. It's all dependent on weight, road conditions again. Are you going up a hill, going down a hill? That's great. That's what you call forward awareness. Why is he braking? Shift lanes. I just locked up. You can see from that I just locked up the back wheel, so very, very quick on the brakes, because I decided to let a pedestrian across the road. So the brakes on this are very, very good, and that is why I tend to watch 2 or 3 cars in front. Forward planning. Why is that front car in the front braking? Why is that car at the back braking? Right, shift lanes. But you can lock this rear brake up really, really quick. I'm quite surprised the brakes on this are really good. And obviously I'm used to riding my bike, putting it into the corners, banging a load of back brake on and getting some drift on the rear wheel. I wouldn't want to do it on one of these. But just look how quick that pulls down. Braking on this is super effective. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, speed run coming in. 28, 33, 35, 36, climbing up 40. Now the wind conditions are not that bad. I'd say I've got a couple of mile an hour wind today, so it's nothing that bad. But yeah, 44 again. So it's sitting around about 44. So we've told you how to do it, guys. If you own a Lexmoto Cypher, hold the front brake, twist the throttle, turn your ignition on, wait 5 seconds for that little red light to come up. Bike is unrestricted. So if you happen to be an older rider, so pre-2001 on a car licence, you can ride one of these without any L plates and without a CBT. If you happen to be 16, this is CBT road legal for you. We're at 16. But obviously, keep it in the eco mode, watch your speeds, because you are meant to be restricted to 30. Not that old PC Plod is going to be worried about you doing about 40, so it's an electric bike, mate, that's what it does. But this thing's got loads of range on it. It's telling me now I've got warming the batteries up, I'm at 40 degrees on the battery now. So you've got battery temperature on there, and I'm down to 68%, but obviously I'm in unrestricted mode. So it does deplete the batteries very, very quickly, and I'd say you'd probably get around about 20-25 if you happen to de-restrict this, which is ideal. If you've got a 10-mile journey to work, charge it up, 10-mile journey home, 45 mile an hour, no problem. If you happen to be commuting around town, keep it in the restricted, stick to 30, but I always say a little bit more speed just to get you out of danger doesn't hurt anybody. So obviously I'm sitting at 32. I'm in eco mode for just cruising around the town. Job done. Get out on the main roads, flick it up into that power mode and just bang the power on. But I just love how quiet this is. Just the whine of that electric motor kicking off. So I say, we've got all of the electric stock in at Eclipse motorcycles. We've got the Yadier G5 videos just gone up on that one. Impulse, now the Impulse can be unrestricted as well, so one of the scooters can be unrestricted. Same with the Impulse. Hold that front brake, twist the throttle, turn the ignition on, and that is one that tells you the Bluetooth is now connected. But there is apps for these as well, so loads of stuff happening with the electric bikes and Lexmoto. And as everyone says, give it 5 or 6 years, the future is going to be electric. Petrol bikes are still going to be around. I would not get rid of my Ninja for love or money. I do like the sound of popping cans and a loud exhaust. Just makes me want to just, like you used to do with your bicycle in the olden days, put some playing cards on the spokes. Well, they should come up with an app with a speaker that makes a motorbike noise. That'd be so cool. You could change the tone of your electric bike to whatever you wanted, R6, R1, Honda, Kawasaki. Someone's going to cotton on to what I've just said and make an app for it now. So if you've got speakers on your bike, have motorbike sound. So you're going to head back to the garage, guys. As always, like and subscribe, hit the notifications bell, all that palaver. And for all those that have been waiting for that high-speed run on the Cypher, it's there up and it's up for you guys. So whatever you're doing, be well, ride safe, and from RB, as always, it's a big goodbye from me.